This is your sign to start now. Don't wait for 2025 to start. The tips that I'm going to drop are going to help you end your 2024 with a bang. Imagine to get a head start when everybody is hibernating to reach 2025 and get to their goals. Not here. Here we are all about making the most of 2024 and setting the tone right for 2025. Mentally, physically, and work-wise. With the tips that I'm about to share with you, you can hit your goals, get on track, and rebrand yourself. Believe me, you are going to be unrecognizable to your old self and end the year strong. Let's get started. This is Varsha from Life Hacks Pro. Tip number 1, figure out what's left. What is your starting line? So go back, reflect. This is important. Give yourself a reality check. Ask yourself and write down answers to these 4 questions. What are you the most proud of this year? This should be the goals that you have achieved, the skill that you have learned. For example, learned cooking, or you learned a new language, or you finished 7K steps per day. Anything really. Write down what are you proud of this year. Challenges I need to work on. This could be things like trying to drink 3 liters of water each day, trying to finish 10K steps per day, maybe getting in some movement, or trying to make your company website that you always think about but you haven't started. What is it that you're overthinking about really? Write down the challenges that you need to work on. Number 3, goals that I achieved that I didn't even set. Believe me, each one of us have something or the other that we didn't even expect we would achieve, but we still did. And that's something that you need to be proud of. This could be something like landed a higher paying job, started journaling 3 times a week, and so on. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder. You didn't even expect this to happen, but you did it. Number 4, goals that are still achievable in the next few weeks. Now, these could be things that are short term, or it could be things that you can prep for. For example, finish a course that takes 1 month, or kickstart your fitness journey. The difference between these 2 goals are that one is pretty straightforward and the other is full of trials and errors. But in this case, even if you don't end up finishing the goal, the fitness one, you would still be ahead of times, because you will know with the time that you're spending on it right now, you will know what works for you. Figure out a system that aligns with you instead of waiting for the new year to start and then think over it. And I think that would be an epic end to 2024. By the way, you guys, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do, because here I like to make videos that are actionable, practical steps that you can take right now on self-care, self-love, lifestyle, glam, and all of that fun stuff. So make sure you stay tuned. Tip number 2, work on your mindset. I have said this before and I'm saying it again. Mindset is everything. Here you need to select 2 to 3 goals that you think are still something that you can work on, and work on them in isolation. Don't get all jazzed up and make it messy. Remember, it's the end of the year, so you are likely to face a burnout. So take it with a pinch of salt. There is less time and that needs to be utilized wisely. If you're one of those people who keeps telling themselves that you are not capable of certain things, or this is not the right time for you, you are not prepared for it, well, guess what? There is never a right time to start anything. Let's face it, 2024 is coming to an end. If you want to start, better start now. And by the way, no one is ever prepared. I always kept telling myself that I'm an introvert person and I get really awkward in public situations. Words literally don't come out of my mouth. I don't speak. But this November, precisely on 10th of November, your girl did it. I met someone for the first time and spoke to them without thinking much about what they will think about me, what should I say, whether the conversation that I'm about to start is right for the situation or not, and there was no stopping. And that's one goal down, to be social. I guess what I'm trying to say is shift your mindset from a negative mindset to a growth mindset. Don't think that you're not capable of. Start saying, I can, because I am worthy and I can do it. Reframe your limiting beliefs. And hey, it's not easy. But think of it this way. You are taking less baggage to the next year. So get that salsa class booked that you always wanted to do. Start building that business website you keep thinking about. Set 60 minutes every day to study the subject that is most scary for you. A simple habit that can help you to work on your mindset is saying out loud. It's like advertising. Start telling yourself, I am capable, I am adaptable, and I am ready for success. And first of all, I am worthy and I deserve all of this. And just like that, brick by brick, when you start working on the things that you really want to do without thinking too much about it, you will be closer to your goals. Believe me, this will change your perception towards yourself and what others think of you. Tip number 3, choose your one big win and two small wins for the day. Now, if you see in the step 1, what we did is we analyzed what are the goals that we think are something that we can start on or achieve in the remaining weeks of 2024. Now, from amongst the list that you have written down there, you need to choose one big win and two small wins of the day. So, from the goal list that you have created, what is it that matters to you the most? For example, for me, it's my fitness goals. So, now that becomes my big win for the day. And for that, I need to make sure that I consistently work out for all the days remaining in 2024, and not just work out. I need to make sure that I make systems that work for me so that I can be consistent on that goal. Once you make a list, it's not necessary that you actually end up doing all of those things. You need to make it easier for yourself so that you can be consistent on it and it doesn't feel like a chore to you or something that is too hard to get to, and that's why you will never reach that. Remember, this is something that I need to do daily. So it's all the more essential that in between all the things that are happening in life, I need to make sure that I have system that cracks the code of doing it consistently every day. Now that's my one big win. And for my two small wins, number 1 is working on interesting content for YouTube and Instagram, because I'm so passionate about building a community that stands with each other and always hype up each other in all situations. And my second small win is journaling daily. This might sound cheesy, but it's something that I think keeps me grounded. So now, in order to achieve this, what I did was that to achieve my one big win, I decided to take a 75 hard challenge. Now, this challenge is something that you do for 75 days and it has a bunch of rules that you need to follow. I am currently in a process of vlogging the whole thing. I will take you through how I created a system so that I can be consistent, all the rules that I have to do for 75 days. Going to be a video that's going to come soon. And in order to keep myself consistent in this challenge, I have made a few Pinterest boards where I can track my daily progress, and I have set up a habit tracker app where I can track every single thing that I'm supposed to do for this challenge so that nothing is left out. By the way, you can follow my progress on @lifehackspro on Instagram or join with me in this challenge. We can keep each other accountable. And for my small wins, that is my content creation for YouTube and for Insta, I have made sure that I have created a content calendar where I actually plan what goes where, when, and what are the things that I need to do. For example, I need to script, I need to shoot, I need to edit. All of that goes in a proper scheduled plan, and I make sure that I block time for everything that I need to do, even if that means research. And this just helps me use my time effectively. That's my whole plan, my system. And for my third small win, which is journaling, I have it written down on my habit tracker app. So I make sure at the end of the day, when I'm ticking all the things that I did, if in case I forget, I can just see it right there and I do my journaling. And I'm not very stringent about it. I don't want it to be like a 4-page of journaling every day. Sometimes it's just that how do I feel? I will just answer that one question and I will be done with it if I am falling short of time. But doing that little thing every day ticks off that thing off my list, makes me feel that I can trust myself. If I promise myself something, I am going to do it. Notice how my 1 plus 2 wins are physical, work, and mental. Make sure you keep a healthy balance like this when you're choosing your one big win and two small wins. So don't just make lists. Believe me, I myself have been in that place where I've just made lists. A list doesn't take you anywhere. Make systems and actionable steps and make these things easier to start with. Tip number 4, rebrand yourself. Align with how you want to look and feel. What does your dream self in 2025 look like? These things could be their appearance, what do they wear, what do they enjoy to do the most. Number 2, how do people around them treat them? Number 3, what is her routine like? What time does she go to bed? What time does she wake up? Does she have a schedule? What are the habits that she follows? Literally, pause this video and answer this. Because till the time you really put what you want on paper, you will not be able to take action on it. For example, my dream person dresses well, looks stylish, is well spoken, people around her respect her, she always looks put together, enjoys getting ready, super confident. She is a success in content creation, wakes up at 7, likes to work out and stay fit. I can go on and on about this. But the point is, once you write down all of those things, you will be in a better place to take actions on it. Once I know these things about my dream self, I can start working on them. For example, if that person is really stylish and likes to get ready and everything, I would maybe think of refreshing my wardrobe, add some jewelry pieces to my wardrobe which I never had. I'll make a Pinterest inspiration board, see what all aligns with me, and to always inspire my dressing sense. I will take actions towards changing my thoughts about myself. People will treat me the way I treat myself, right? So I will practice self-love, make it a priority in my life. I'll make sure I get my nails done, I smell good. Believe me, smell has a different kind of effect on your self-confidence levels. So I will maybe layer my fragrance, use like a body oil, a mist and a perfume, and I will make sure to maybe invest in a perfume or maybe number of perfumes if you like having different smells for different moods of the week. I will stay hydrated, make sure I focus on my nutrition, and I can go on and on. But the point is, first figure who you want to be in order to be able to take actions on your goals, be your dream self, and start rebranding yourself from there. This applies to your work goals as well. Build your resume, upscale yourself, create your LinkedIn profile, and take actions based on who you want to be work-wise in 2025. Tip number 5. Build a momentum for 2025. Remember the one big win and two small wins that we spoke about and the systems that we created in tip 3, actionable steps that we spoke about. Use time blocking to get to it and stay consistent. Mark your calendars, set reminder, do whatever that you have so that you be consistent and reminded about the things that you need to work on. You can use a time blocking app like I do. Create an action board. Now, action boards are basically similar to what vision boards are, but vision boards are essentially something that you make towards the start of the year, and it is about the goals and everything you want to be in the whole year. But action boards are something that you make for that particular month. So it is like bam, 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 exactly what you need to visualize about yourself in that month. And I'm a firm believer, if you can visualize your goals or person who has already achieved those goals looks like, it hits different. It's motivation pro max. So create an action board similar to your vision board but more specific towards the goals that you want to achieve in that month. We can make this action board together. Let me know in the comment sections below and we can do a YouTube live, or I can make a video and you can follow along. Let me know in the comment sections below. Tip number 6. Daily check-ins. The best way to do this is through journaling. Asking questions to yourself and filling out in your daily journal page things that worked for you on that particular day. How would you better your system? What are you thankful for? And check your to-do list for the day. Journaling honestly helps you feel grounded. Tracking daily progress will keep you motivated. After all, small daily actions compound to bigger results. Just follow the tips and remember, there is still so much you can accomplish before the year ends. Rebrand yourself for success. Let's end 2024 with a bang and build a solid foundation for an epic 2025. There you have it. 6 tips that you can practice to make the most of 2024 and set the tone right for 2025. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Life Hacks Pro. See you next time.